right, 5'9" gamers, welcome back to the Ultra Space Time podcast. Today, episode 64. Part 2 is coming. And we already know we got the good old reveals and stuff coming up on Thursday. But before we go into that, as always, Twitch Prime is not a crime. So if you have that Prime sub and you want to support us, you can do that for free with a Prime sub. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, depending on where you are, TikTok, Reddit, Facebook, Discord, all the stuff, LinkedIn, OnlyFans for ZVG. No, I'm kidding.
No, he's serious. He's serious. Check it out.
Yeah. Bread and mayo content.
Bread and mayo.
Exactly, bro. The bread and
it's
mayo.
like bread and mayo on toes, rather.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
All right, so our guests today, you can already see them on screen, and today I'm going to start from the back alphabetically. ZVG, how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. How you guys doing, man?
Good. Swift, what's up, man?
Doing good.
Yo, what up, fam?
And we are also joined by Battleamore.
It is I,
Hello.
Battleamore, the banana man with the greatest introduction. Hello.
That was a pompous. Azdeek, what can you do to
Potassium
top?
all the way.
I was about to say, how can I top that?
Exactly, bro. How'd you miss that, man?
I can't top that. It's not even in like my realm of abilities, dude. What's up, guys?
Our free-to-play legend Azdeek. So today's topics this week has also been a bit dry, but you know, ramping up for part 2. So today we're going to talk about Broly and Cheelai Zenkai. We got a new Awakened equip for Saiyans and Sagas. Plus, another Guild Wars coming back. That means 2 weeks of a guild season. We got a limit break banner. Showed you something on that. And of course, we will speculate about part 2. Will it be really as hype? Do we get another 1 hour video and stuff? What do we expect? What do we want? What does it need to be as hype? And with that said, let's go in and start with the Zenkai for Broly and Cheelai. Battleamore. Did you play them at all?
Yeah, I used them for a bit. Broly and Cheelai is very interesting, though I gotta say, in today's meta, ouch. It's my heart. Ouch. Like, I have no problem with Broly and Cheelai. It's just that they take so long to ramp up. Comparison. The meta is so fast-paced nowadays, and the damage everyone deals just takes so much. And with a unit that actually just ramp up damage after they switch in and switch out, I will say that Broly and Cheelai is okay, but if we compare it with all the other new units, ouch. Ouch. Like, we can say, for example, his abilities is like he still gets like Dragon Balls with 40 timer counts and 60 timer counts. That's still the normal ability he got, and that is pretty good, but it takes way too long to gain a Dragon Ball. Especially when it goes so fast, like you get rushed like 15 to 20 timer counts. Like, ooh.
Yep.
Also, sure, now the support ability it restores allies ki by 20. That is the only effect they added to that ability. But else, restore own health by 10%. That can keep up every time. That's pretty good. They increase the stats so that he can survive more. Absolutely, so they can heal. And he gets 20% damage, up to 80% every time he switches to standby. Also cancel own attribute downgrade. Shorten own substitution count by 3, activates 3 times, which is pretty good. That means he can more easier get to the field. What interests me is his Zenkai abilities from Blue Frieza Force. There is not many that is Blue Frieza Force.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird choice for the Zenkai
Unless
ability.
they are speculating something that might be coming on part 2. Who knows?
No. They just wanted to make sure that he had a terrible Z ability and a terrible Zenkai ability. That's it. They just wanted to put the student into the grave, honestly, with those Z abilities.
Yeah, dude, I'm not gonna lie. Haven't seen this dude one time in PvP, like not even once.
Rip.
I mean, yeah, I can understand why. You see literally Goku and Vegeta everywhere instead.
Oh yeah, it's like it's just the fact you're putting yourself at a disadvantage if you don't run like certain setups, if you're not running like the boost units and stuff like that. But it's unfortunate, man, because I remember when this Broly and Cheelai first came out, I actually thought that they were like a really like cool unit. It was something different. Wasn't this
very
like one of
fun.
the first dual units, or am I tripping?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
the first assist.
Yeah, so this was like one of the units that kind of paved the way for other dual units. So I mean, it's kind of sad we're not seeing them in PvP, but at the same time, it makes sense, man. It definitely makes sense. We just got the Black Friday banners, and like I said, you're just gonna put yourself at a disadvantage using something like this compared to like Goku, Vegeta, and some of the other setups that you can run.
Yeah, and also it's kind of hard to compare when we got Super Vegito, like literally 2 weeks after, before this, and
Yeah.
yeah, it's not many that's going for this Broly and Cheelai, but I feel like this Broly and Cheelai is very fun to use. Like every time Cheelai appears with the green or Rising Rush, it's just hilarious. It's just that, yeah, every kit of there is, it has to take to ramp up, and that's the problem.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head with that because this is actually the first. I'm like just very quickly glancing at the kit, and I saw that unique you were talking about where they get 20% damage every time they swap out, and that does go up to 80%, which sounds nice, but kind of like Battle said, in this meta, when you're facing like these crazy units that just have the potential of doing insane damage right off the bat, a unit where you have to swap out literally 4 times to get the full buffs, that it basically just takes too long to ramp up. So I agree with that.
Yeah, but else it's a fun unit. But like the unique of the green card, that's either have effect 2 times now. First time before the Zenkai, it was only you could have one of these abilities, like destroy all your enemy's card, reduce enemy's Dragon Ball by 1, cancel enemy attribute upgrades, and now you can have 2 of those. And cancel enemy's attribute downgrade and reduce Dragon Balls is such a huge thing in this meta. So the green card is probably going to help a lot.
Yeah, and then Zach in chat just said the stats are good too. But
Yeah, the stat is okay. Like I said, it takes too much time to ramp up all of this. But I do see the potential because since Cheelai is the assist, that means Broly and Cheelai can have all the equipment from the girls tag, which is fun.
That's true.
Bro, looking at the 3rd and 4th unique, it just feels like they could have done more.
They did that, but I think the reason why they didn't do more is because they are afraid how the meta is right now. Like if this just got way too much power, who knows? It might be disrupting what it's already disrupting in the meta.
I don't know, man. I don't think, even if they didn't hold back on these guys, I don't think they would have been able to compare to the units that are currently causing mayhem in PvP.
Give more defense buff, and we might.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's like you look at the 3rd unique, and it's literally, unless I'm missing something here, basically the gist of the 3rd unique is like a 20% damage.
Yeah,
reduction.
it's total of 20.
And
which
then
is
the
not
4th
bad.
unique is just the fact that reduces enemy ki by 15, which isn't really a big deal, and then he gets a 15% strike buff and -2 to strike and I don't know. It just seems like the 3rd and 4th unique, they just didn't really do that much. I will say that the 2nd unique is not like horrible. Obviously, we've already talked about the fact that they just take too long to ramp up, but specifically looking at the last part of the 2nd unique, shorten own sub count by 3, that's something that, I've always said I love units that reduce sub count. And it ends up, actually being really good in battle, even if it's only the fact that he's reducing his own sub count. I still think that's good. But yeah, when you compare this to some of these other units running around, I just don't think I don't think Broly and Cheelai is gonna compete.
Yeah. I
Is
agree.
this the most dead Zenkai on release ever?
No.
nah, LOE would
Have you
like a
forgot-
word.
Have you forgot about Vegeta, the purple one?
Have you forgotten about Yellow Frieza and Red Metal Cooler?
No, they saw some use, but
Yellow Frieza
nobody
at least were
nobody
something that they're
has
not
seen
cool.
this unit, bro. Like I'm 100% sure, like nobody who's actually like in BR50 and above has seen this guy, bro. I think the only people
no,
who
I
run this
have-
guy is like the BR30s, bro. Honestly, like I haven't seen anybody.
And the people playing against Goresh in the his showcase.
Yeah, that's it.
I have seen on 3 different teams. Like someone
Wow.
did that on girls with the 18, which surprisingly worked well. Not that much, but it helped. But I've seen on movies and seen on Frieza Force. It's interesting.
Bro, that's crazy.
I haven't seen him at all.
Exactly.
Same here.
Man, I keep facing those fun teams, huh?
Yeah, because I'm only facing mono purple. That's all I'm getting at. I wish I was getting the games that you're
I
getting.
made my teams to
Aren't
count
those the
mono
fun teams?
purple, and I don't fight mono purple.
Listen, hot take. A future is worse than mono purple, bro.
Yeah.
I'll be the first to say.
The
Future
main
is
ability
worse.
of Brilliant Cheelai is kind of okay too. I mean, you get the green card, restore own key by 50, 40% to strike damage inflicted for a 20 time account, and then permanent reduced damage by 20%. Why is that in the main? Why is it that I have to use the main to get that defense buff?
Well, to be fair, the main doesn't really give you anything else, right? It's not like it draws an ult or anything. It's just, or what does it give you?
The green,
Does it
right?
give you like
It gives you a green card, which the green card now has two effects, like remove opponent's Dragon Balls and destroy their whole hand, or reduce their upgrades.
Or
So
destroy
I
their
think the main
mom.
ability is fine in that case then, right? Because you kind of want to pop it early. That way you can just start getting the benefits of it. So you can also get that green card, possibly catch someone in it. Because it also has blast armor, right?
Yeah, but I feel like, the green card has blast armor, but I feel like the third ability that had only up to 20% and they reduced it after some timer counts is kind of weird, if that is the case.
Yeah.
Because it kind of says that you need to use the main right away just to have that defense buff. But you don't want to use it right away because you want to save that. Am I
I
wrong
can
in
definitely
this?
see that. I feel like sometimes there is those main abilities that you just want to pop immediately. Like I think one of the ones that come to mind is the Zamasu assist unit. I pop that main like as soon as I get it, almost all the time, just so I can start the healing.
Yeah, exactly. There were some matches just earlier on the pre-show where I was like, 50 counts left and I haven't popped his main. God damn. That's stupid.
Yeah, I saw that too, Proms. Come on, Proms. You gotta be pressing those main abilities hella quick, man.
Yeah, but I gotta say, Broly and Cheelai, they could have done much better with this, but they didn't. And in today's meta, which is painful to play, it's kind of hard to use the unit you want to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
And I still stand by what I said before, is I find this way of assist units kind of lame. I feel like Goku and Vegeta are what assist units should have been from the start, in my opinion. Just because, because like, oh look, here's the green card, and she pops in for a second. You know, this is like, how is that an assist? Personally, I thought they could have done more.
You mean like, are you talking like more like on the animation
Animations,
side
yeah.
of thing? Yeah.
So I don't
feel
know. Do you remember my fan-made Ultra Ginyu Force, where I said, okay, for strike cards it's going to be Barter, and for a blue card it's going to be Goldo or some stuff like this. And when you cover change, Rakum is coming in, and then he's making way for Ginyu, something like this. You know, it's obviously more taxing on the phones, but I feel like that's the way they could explore.
You mean like Khalifa and Kale?
Yeah, I would say Khalifa and Kale definitely have up the animations for the assist
top
units.
notch of the
Yeah,
animation.
much better.
They have
Because-
better
because
animations
Kale
than
comes in-
Zamasu assist, bro.
Kale comes in like in everything. In everything. She comes in strike card, a green card, blue card, ultimate. Like she comes in everything. So
I'm still confused why it's not the other way around.
True. It should have. Kale
should have been
in the
all-
spotlight.
Literally a new model and everything. Why is that an assist?
I agree.
But yeah, I do get what Bomb is saying. But I feel like if they make them the way how they made Khalifa and Kill, then they can,
That's fine.
differentiate from the tag units in some way,
Yeah.
But,
True.
But yeah, that's what I'm going to say about Broly and Cheelai. They could have done better, and I wish they take the opportunity when they see this unit that they can do better.
Yeah, I agree for sure. They definitely could have done better. And since Zenkais have become free to play, really the only good ones have been, I guess, the purple Zamasu, and then obviously Super Vegito is pretty good, but he's an LF Zenkai, so I guess he's technically a little bit different. But
I'm still confused how
seems like-
Zamasu got the Zenkai.
dude, I swear Zamasu has really been the only like free to play Zenkai that's actually, he's still really damn good. They did a really good job on him. So If anything, that's a sign that they can show some love to these free-to-play Zenkais. They don't have to be horrible. In the future, we might be seeing some better, free Zenkais, but yeah, Broly and Cheelai is not.
This is a good possibility because now when we saw that Zamasu got a Zenkai, we knew for a fact that Future was about to get support. Does this feel like the same if Broly and Cheelai and Super Vegeta now gets the Zenkai? The next part is going to be interesting, similar.
No, I don't feel like.
I don't think so. I could be completely wrong, but I don't think Broly and Cheelai is like a hint towards the future.
Yeah, but I would say, Sith, to your point about
we don't
them,
know different kinds of tags and stuff.
With them making Zamasu the way he is, right? I really feel like it's not really them showing him love. It's just the fact that his skill was already good before his Zenkai, but the Zenkai stat just made him way better in this current meta. So I feel like
you're actually right about that. Because they didn't really give him like a crazy kit, like you said. He already had a good kit, so that's a good point. That's a good point, ZVG.
Bro, they literally gave this man 60% chance to bleed as a unique, bro, and he's still one of the best Zenkais in the game. So that's enough to say how good his kit was before he got a Zenkai, right?
And I remember you bringing that up before about the fact that some of these, like, if they ever announce a Zenkai in the future, we just have to really look at their kit that they already have. Yeah, and I do agree with that.
So what's the final verdict on for you on this unit? Usable or not really?
Usable,
Unusable.
but not really.
So yes, but no.
Yes, but no. Yeah, it all depends on what teams you want to do. Sure, they are feature boost unit now, but we will see what it's going to be with the boost system and everything. If they are still going to be boosted high up enough, we are not sure. But but I am more excited to see if people prove me wrong. If there is some teams that can actually work so well together, it will help.
And then aren't they also on the feature boost right now because they got the Zenkai? Or is that not yet? Because that's also
they are
another thing to take. They're not?
They are featured.
No, they are.
They are.
Yeah, so they will also be worse once that wears off.
Yeah.
So that's also something to consider, I guess.
Is that only 8% damage? Like, I don't think that's
true.
That's
True. It's because Zenkais only get 8%. But it's pure damage, right?
Yeah,
so
it's pure damage.
But it's also
it's
not
just
per member or something. It's just 8%. So yeah, I guess.
But, that's the crazy part about the featured boost is the fact that it is just inflicted damage up. Like, it's not like anything specific. It's just like any damage that they deal, they're going to be getting that boost. But yeah, 8% obviously is not anything too crazy, especially when Broly and Cheelai seems kind of more on the mid side from the get-go.
Yeah.
Right. All right. So I guess that's pretty much it for Broly and Cheelai. Next up, we have a new Awakened equip, which is called It's Finally Time to Go Wild. Swift, have you farmed it at all? Are you going to use it on anything? And which units do you think it's good for?
So I am currently working on this equipment. I do think it's a good equip. I mean, so you look at the Awakened version, it's got the 20% strike defense, 20% blast defense, not bad. Obviously, double defense. And then I think the third slot is really the juicy stuff, the 10% special move, 10% ultimate, and 10% health restoration. Now, I think the main character you're going to use this on is Goku Vegeta, and obviously they don't have an ultimate, so they're not really picking up anything from that part of it. But you are getting health restoration, you are getting blue card damage and double defense, which is not bad. And some pretty high percentage of double defenses as well. I think 20%'s a pretty good number for, even if it's base, I think 20% is still really good. But I do think the issue with Goku Vegeta is the fact that they do already have access to a lot of really good equips. Now, the obviously Goku Vegeta, one of their main gimmicks is the health restoration. I can't tell you how many times you get this unit down to barely any health, and then 20 seconds later they're back to full health. So I think, obviously one of their biggest gimmicks is the health restoration, but they already have access to some pretty good health restoration equips. Obviously, you got the Awakened Let's Go Vegeta, which is up to 13% health restoration, I believe. You have the Turles equip, the Platinum Turles equip, which also has health restoration. And honestly, this is just my opinion. I know me and ZVG were kind of talking before the podcast. He kind of had an opinion as well, so I'll pass this to him after I'm done. But I do think you don't really need triple health restoration. Maybe that's a hot take. I don't think it is. That's just my opinion. I don't think you need triple health restoration. I think you could go with double health restoration and then either HP or, myself personally, I like using it's all up to my fists because I can't tell you how many times I get the Vanish back on Goku Vegeta, and you combine the fact that you can use it's all up to my fists, and then also Goku, when you land a blue card, he gets his Vanish back. You have a lot of situations where you can get your Vanish back with Goku Vegeta. So if you have a really good roll, it's all up to my fists, you have up to 15% Vanish gauge recovery. I think that's a fantastic option. I think that's actually what I'm using right now is I use it's all up to my fists, and then I use double health restoration. And then, like I said, or you could throw HP in there as well. But I just think Goku Vegeta, like I said, they already have access to really good equips. So I don't think this Awakened equip is like a must grind. Like if you already have good equips for Goku Vegeta, then they're going to perform fine. But I will say it is a good equip. So if you need a health restoration equip, go ahead and grind it. And then if you compare this equip to the other health restoration equips, I don't think it's really too different. I mean, you look at the Awakened Let's Go Vegeta, this is one of those equips that, this is like, if you've been running God Key, I'm sure you have this equip. It's just a really good equip. You get I think 20% strike attack, blast attack, 25% strike defense, and then you pick up the blue card health restoration. So just comparing Awakened Let's Go Vegeta to the Awakened equip that just came out, I don't think there's really too big of a difference. I don't really see one that's way better than the other. So, in conclusion, I think, obviously this Awakened equip is very, very good. Like I said, if you're in need of a health restoration equipment, definitely grind it. I don't think it's going to be a bad thing, but, if you're already satisfied with your equips on Goku Vegeta and you've already got a couple health restoration equips, then I'm sure you'll be fine. But, that's kind of my opinion on it. I'll pass it to ZBG. I know he wanted to touch on this as well.
Yeah, I agree with Swift's points about if you really don't. I really don't think triple health restoration is optimal on the Blue Boys. Brian's in the chat and somebody else who listed is saying that Gogeta Blue and Birdcoo could also use this equipment, and I do agree that this equipment for Birdcoo and Gogeta Blue is probably super optimal, especially on Gogeta Blue because he doesn't really have that much health restore equipment, and this is double defense along with special move and ultimate damage. So I think for Birdcoo and Gogeta Blue, this equipment is super optimal for them. But for the Blue Boys in particular, I feel like you really want to go double health restore and HP, or like Sif said, you just go damage with the it's all up to my fist. But I really think that so here's the thing, right? If you give the Blue Boys HP, they're also gonna heal more because they're gonna heal based off their max HP. So I definitely feel like if you really need a third equipment, you either want to go with This Should Be Fun or Battle of Saiyans. Because with Battle of Saiyans, you're going to get the pure defense every time you fight a Saiyan character. And with Mono Purple running around, you're going to fight Saiyans quite a lot, right? So I feel like in that third equipment slot, you really want HP. Or you can just go the full damage. But I feel like
even against Future, you're getting this triggered with Rose Masu, right?
Yeah. So you have a lot of uses for Battle Saiyans, and This Should Be Fun because this Should Be Fun gives damage to hybrids, and they're gonna fight Trunks and Future Gohan quite a lot in this meta. So I feel like those two equipments are definitely superior than this on the Blue Boys, but this is still also really good. As Swift said, if you don't have a health restore equipment, you can just put this on them. It'll work fine. Double defense, special move damage, health restore, always pretty good. But I feel like this isn't like a super optimal equip like that everybody's saying. Honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I don't think that's a hot take. I agree with you on that. And it's, like I said, it's mainly the fact just because they already have access to some really good health restoration equips. And one thing I just realized, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but so with Battle of Saiyans, like ZBG said, they do pick up that pure defense every time a Saiyan swaps out. And I believe with Goku Vegeta, you're running into so many Goku Vegetas. I think every time they switch back and forth from Goku to Vegeta, then Vegeta to Goku, doesn't that activate on the Battle of Saiyans equip? I believe it does.
It does.
So that's another benefit of the Battle of Saiyans equip right now is the fact that there's Goku Vegetas running around everywhere. And every time they're going to switch, you know, you're going to pick up that pure defense against them. So I think Battle of Saiyans is another really good one.
Yeah, Battle of Saiyans is pretty. I tested out when I used 18, and when he switched from Goku to Vegeta, I got card draw speed. So I think that works in the same.
Yeah, it does
thing
work in
here.
the same way. Yeah, it does.
Nice.
Yeah, all in all, in conclusion, I think it is a really good equipment. I'm not saying it's a
Yeah.
bad equip at all. I just think that, you know, if you've already got access to health restoration, I think you have better options. I think triple health restoration is just kind of overkill, and like that's just kind of what I think. You can do it, and is it going to be bad? Probably not. I mean, obviously triple health restoration on Goku Vegeta is going to be good, but I just think you're kind of selling yourself short, you know, from some of the other options that you have.
Yeah, I think that equipment fits more of Broly more.
Which Broly?
The blue LF blue one. I mean,
Ew.
Ew.
Did you say ew?
Yeah, bro, you like no.
Yikes.
Because that Broly heals too, right? If I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
When the enemy swaps out, yeah.
Yeah, health restoration's really good on that Broly, for sure.
And that Broly doesn't really have that many equipment with health restoration.
Oh, okay.
True, but it
Yeah,
also
but,
depends how you want to build them, right? Some people just
Yeah.
want to build them for pure damage, so you just put especially strike equips on them, you know, like a pure
Yeah.
one or maybe two, and then like a base buff. Other people want to build them more defensively, that's useful, but other than that, this equip doesn't really provide that much in terms of offense. So, you know,
No, it
Does
doesn't.
Broly really need more offense though?
Yeah,
Yeah,
does.
there can always
without
be more
Bardock, he
offense.
does. Without Bardock, he needs God.
I mean, if he has Bardock, it wouldn't better have defense equipped because he literally have the crit damage already.
Oh yeah, with Bardock, he still pops off for sure. But then again, like we've kind of already talked about, when you run these other setups, you're almost putting yourself at a disadvantage not using like Sword of Hope Trunks and Blue Boys. But that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But yeah, I think what Brian said and what he said in the chat is spot on. I think this equip is actually made for Birdco and Gogeta Blue, because I think those units are definitely units that could use this quite a lot, honestly. Because
Yeah.
you know, Birdco heals every time. I think how many times? 5 times or something. I have no idea, but he heals passively. And also Gogeta Blue heals every time he comes in, and they both have ultimate arts cards and special moves. So yeah, I can never see these equips working off with them.
Yeah, this probably would be a really, really good equip for Birdcoo. Birdcoo's actually like pretty tanky already, so you throw the 20% double defense on him alongside the health restoration and blue card ultimate. I think, yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. I think this would be a really good one for Birdcoo.
Yeah, for sure. But nobody
And
owns
GB,
that guy
and
anymore.
GB for sure. But man, it's crazy. I'm like slowly realizing recently. This is kind of off topic, but Birdcoo is pretty damn good. I didn't realize it when he first came out, but whenever I see him in PvP, he's actually pretty viable.
I mean, he has this amazing, annoying disruption, right? He has the strike cover. He has the AoE green card. And if he wasn't so squishy, he would be damn good in TOP.
Yeah.
But he died on me. He let me down.
I mean, people rarely run him anymore, so it's like, you know, it's
Yeah.
a new meta, boys. New meta. My purple future, or you're basically screwing yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but yes, as Brian said, Birdcoo is god in TOP. He just needs stars, and then he has the best kit in the game. But that's not what we're talking about. So I think we can move on. After talking about this equip for a while, we have another guild brawl coming up on Tuesday. So basically, in a day and a half, we get another 2 weeks guild season. Azdeek, are you ready for it? And how have you
No.
prepared yourself?
I'm not ready for it. Okay, so what is Palm? I'm gonna need you to guide me through this. I'm gonna be real honest with you because I have a bronze guild. I'm in a bronze guild. I kind of just don't do anything in there except for give energy. I do nothing in there except give energy. I think I have like 2,000 like guild coins right now. Like I hardly even open up the guild shop. But so what is this going? You get these titles right here. You get like obtainable titles. So
Yeah.
these are for like the sweaty guilds, then, right? This is what I'm assuming right here, right? This is for like
Yeah,
the
kinda. It
Okay.
depends on different, if you're active or collector, depends on what your guild going for.
I mean, I think that most guilds that are golden are going for everything, which means, you know, you get the collector's points from the adventures and from summons. You get the battle points from PvP and from co-op and raids. And then you get the active points. That's just basically energy spent, like 250 per energy.
One thing I want to ask: when is this gonna drop?
Tuesday. Or like
So basically that means that the YouTuber guild is getting one of those titles then, because you know
What,
Tuesday
new
the
banner?
drops.
Oh yeah, new
The
banner on Friday.
drops, so you know Goresh and Truth gonna, you know what I'm saying, gonna go crazy. So everybody get them titles.
No
Wait,
pressure.
is the YouTuber guild gold? Is it a gold guild?
Nah, it's bronze.
Nah,
Silver.
it's
Silver.
How?
It's over.
How,
it's over.
bro?
Because
It
people
only exactly nobody does adventures or anything like that, bro. It's awesome,
Oh,
bro.
okay.
Like I said, Goresh and Truth just carrying right now.
I mean, I'm doing adventures, but that's also like just for
One
myself
person.
because I want the
Exactly.
souls, to be honest. But yeah, you see it like you only get gold if your average last 4 seasons were, I think, top 50 or top 100. That's when you get gold. And when there is like, I don't know, a banner with the dogs and that's it,
Yeah.
nobody summons, and so the guild is, I don't know, not even top
Yeah.
1,000 probably. And
Nah,
we have
the
some
guild's
people
always
in there
top 200.
not gonna call anyone out. Talon, for example, or Hydros doing 0 points because they don't play the game anymore.
Damn. Oh my god.
Bombs, they've dropping his bosses.
Oh my god,
Bombs.
Palm.
I
Bombs
think
don't care no
the
more.
next podcast is gonna be hosted by Azdeek.
Exactly.
No, it's just that some people are still in the guild that have basically stopped playing the game, and so
Yeah.
we don't care. You know, as a YouTuber guild, we're just like, pfft. I mean, that's also why I'm in there, so I don't have to be sweaty and be like, oh, you have to make 3 million points every season. I don't care how you get it.
Yo, one thing I want to ask, right? That's kind of off topic, right? Do you guys know what the best looking title is? Cause that collector 2021 first base title looks pretty fire, if you ask me. Like, you know, those titles look pretty fire, bro. Like, do you guys have any idea what the best looking title is? Like, is that known
it's
thing
a
in the
collector
community?
from Summoning and Adventure.
I think
Yeah.
one of the anniversary titles looks really nice. Let me see.
Dude,
I mean,
the
it really
godly
depends
one-
what you like, though. Isn't that super
It's
subjective?
it is.
The
definitely
godly ones look
subjective for sure.
ugly, man. Like, they look ugly, bro. Compared to this right here, bro. Like, this just blows that out the water, man. These guys look so good.
Well, then you better summon like crazy too, so we can get one of those.
Yeah, like the-
Well, didn't
the
they
second
confirm that there's a
anniversary
title
looks
for if you
nice.
get? Didn't they confirm if there's a title if you get godly 10 seasons in a row?
Yeah, it's
There
called
is.
the
in
Dominion of the
missions.
Gods.
Do we
It
know
looks
what that
ugly
looks
as
like
hell.
yet?
Yeah, we do. Spoon knows. Spoon has it. The modder who has
What?
like
What do you mean he
the
has
beer. As in
Modder.
he modded
Oh,
on
okay.
it on. It looks ugly, man. It
Does
looks
it?
ugly,
Oh,
bro.
that's disappointing.
Bro, it's basically the godly fighter title, but just the name change in it. It's just the Dominion of the Gods or something like that.
Oh, they didn't
So
change the
so-
graphics or anything of it.
Nah, they didn't. It looks
Damn.
lame, man.
And then I'm
that
assuming-
would've
been
bro.
I'm assuming the card sleeves will just have the God logo on it as well.
Dude, the card sleeves look so good. Oh, dude, I have to get that, bro.
OMG,
The card
what the
sleeves
fuck,
look
barbecue?
So good, bro. So good, man. They look so good, bro. Oh my god, dude. I can't wait to. That's just immaculate, man.
ZV
Wait, so-
Godly.
So for the sleeves, do you have to hit God rank 10 times in a row, or is it just
No,
not
just-
just
I think-
no, just,
I think just 10
just 10
times.
times.
10
Yeah,
times
just
total?
times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
you got this, Az.
Okay, yeah, because I was about to say I'm not trying to do this in a row. Right, I can do it like here and there, but man, God rank is kind of like it's annoying to grind right now, especially during this because last season I was able to hit God rank with my future team, but Trunks is only 5 stars, and it was kind of fine. Like I was kind of just all right. Well, I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm fine. But now my fight now that everyone has these units like at 14 stars, like my Trunks just gets just obliterated, bro. It's so hard to keep up. I'm not gonna lie.
PvP is pain.
Yeah.
Pain VP. Player,
It is,
it's
bro.
PvP is player versus pain.
Dude, even against Super Vegeta, I'm like, okay, this Super Vegeta is not gonna
Dude.
one combo my future Gohan, and then he one combo
He
my
does-
future Gohan.
Dude, he does damage to my 9-star feature going, bro. Like I'm telling you, like SV is insane, man.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like, why can he do that? Why can he delete my yellow units? Like, he's not Goku Vegeta. Like, bro.
Nah,
not
but
fair.
it's because he literally get buffs every time he uses an art card.
Yeah,
And he
telling
gets
you.
buff every time someone uses art cards against him.
That purple Vegeta makes SV Z tier, bro, because he makes SV draw like 3 cards on entry. And that's
Yeah,
already
that's
like
very
what?
true.
Yeah. He really synergizes extremely well with SV, and that's why that my purple Cheelai is
it
working
does help
great-
too that
incredibly well.
Super Vegito has that card draw speed too.
Yeah.
Yep. Like Jesus. Bro. Yep.
Yeah,
But
And
coming
he
back
gets
to,
30 key also uncommon, so yeah.
Yep, it's just all crazy. But coming back to the guilds, man, like yeah, I honestly, how hyped are you guys really? Like, are you guys excited for this? Because it's
No,
like,
No.
nobody's. Azdeek, what kind of question is that, man?
well, because that's what I'm
you
saying.
know,
Because
you
dude,
know all of us are type about that.
I still have so many questions about guild PvP.
yeah, dude, because I feel like I don't touch guild like in 2 weeks, and I'm like, okay, I should probably click into this and collect my coins, give some energy out, right? And then I forget about it completely. Once again, I'm just like, damn, dude, like, I really don't care
Yeah.
about this at all. Like, there has to be more incentive here.
If they implemented guild PvP, maybe I should have cared more about the guild. But right now,
Yeah, I mean, Battle, you said you have so many questions about guild PvP. I only have one. Where is it?
yeah, that's the number one question I have.
Where is it, and why is it not here?
Yeah, if it wasn't never going to be a thing, why did they mention this?
Yeah,
No,
Well, I guess they
stated us.
Look what
maybe they
happened.
decided it was too much of a investment and it wasn't worth it or something.
They 100% canceled it, and they're just like, okay, since we canceled it, let's just not make any mention of it ever again, bro. So that's
Yeah.
why they have anything, yeah.
That's
Yep.
what I feel like. But yeah, the guild season, I think there are some guilds that really grind heavy. And that, they're planning this so that they use their Ultra Space Time Rush only in certain seasons where they need it, and then only some people, so that they can just get that extra push to beat the other guild or to make it to like top 50 or something. Check their adventures. I know that there were guilds where people would set an alarm every hour at night just to reset their 1 hour adventures, which I think is not healthy for your, sleep and everything. But there are people that take it very far, let's say. There are people that grind it very hard for titles and stuff, so they are probably excited. I guess in this round, most people aren't. I mean, that again, if I wanted to really grind, I would be in a different guild probably, other than, like the content creators guild, just because, I want to be chilled. I want to play the game the
Daily
way I
reminder
play
that
it.
Palms has a guild and he's not in it. He owns a guild, but he's not in it.
Hey,
I've
come on,
seen
dude.
So many ZVG
Glass-
guilds.
stones-
You better stop.
ZVG
No,
stones
there's
and
only-
glass houses, my friend. Somebody stole mist from us, dude.
I did. Because
Exactly.
Miss is now in the ZV guild, boys. Okay, I am
that's- look,
advertising.
All right,
Look,
ZVG,
ZV
hop into
guild.
meeting 2. You're fired. What?
Hop into the ZV guild, boys. I followed Palms' footsteps. I was like, dude, people have been asking me, ZVG make a guild. I'm like, I'm in the YouTuber guild. I don't want to do it. And then they were like, just be like Palms and just make a guild, but just don't mean. I was
Yeah.
like, all right, bitch, sure, no problem. I'll just do that.
Bunch of people just for like identification and fans, so.
Yeah.
All right. Since everybody's so excited about the guilds, I think we need to stop this excitement for a second and go on to ZVG's most favorite topic, which is, let's go the limit break banner, trash or treasure. This time around, what do you think?
Okay, I think it's definitely it depends. Like I feel like this is the only time in Legends history that people are gonna be skeptical about summoning on this limit break banner. The reason being is because there's a 1800 Z power banner out right now, and potentially in the next few days there's gonna be another 1800 Z power banner for New Year's. So I feel like people should definitely.
That's
Well,
a huge potential.
me personally, I'm skipping it just because I feel like this banner right here is gonna be completely invalidated by possibly some of the ultras gonna be coming out in the next few days. And I definitely would rather have CC for that than to get 600 LFZ power used on LF that could potentially be on the 1800 Z power banner for part 2. Like I feel like Gogeta 4, CMZ, Revival, Gohan, those LFs all have a chance to be on the part 2 banner. So I feel like, and those are the best LFs to use your Z power on, right? So I feel like, for me personally, I'd much rather wait and see if they're on the part 2 banner than to spend my CC on this banner. Obviously, this banner still has a lot of value because you are getting guaranteed Z power. While on the banner that's coming out in the next few days, you could always get shafted, right? But at the same time, you have to think about, do you want Z-Power right now? Do you want to try to get the new LF or whatever? Because as we know, the new unit that's coming out in the next few days is going to change the meta. It's happened every year. The New Year's unit always changes the meta, for better or for worse. So you can definitely expect the New Year's unit to be insanely broken insanely broken. That's just it, honestly.
Until 2 weeks later, a Zenkai comes out and completely invalidates it, right?
No, that's not GB and the garbage situation. But yeah, I feel like for most free play players, you should summon on this. But I feel like if you have your LFs at a decent star level due to the Chunks and Goku Vegeta banner, then you should probably skip this banner, honestly, in my opinion.
I agree 100%.
In my opinion, yeah.
For me, well, like I think, you already kind of like covered it a little bit. For free-to-play players, you should definitely still consider summoning on this, because for me, this is still guaranteed Z power, right? Like I'm not gonna just keep summoning on these 1800 Z banners until I get the units at that 1800 Z power drop. I mean, it would be nice, right? Like it must be nice to actually get these units up to high stars, but for this is something that you can get guaranteed. Right, so something that you can just have in your back pocket. That's why I like to summon on these banners in the first place. I have no one that I really am that have dedicated this Z power to just yet. I mean, I can use it on the blue boys because they're only at 4 stars. Getting up to 6 stars would be nice, but I want to go ahead and wait. Like how you said, I definitely purchased it, and then I'm going to just keep it until I see what the part 2 banners have in store for us. But for right now, I don't know, because I don't want to take the chance, because I could have easily went and like validated myself and be like, okay, instead of spending the 3k CC on this limit break banner, let me just pour that into either the Goku Vegeta banner or the Trunks banner and pray that I get an 1800 drop. But I'm not too big on taking chances like that. So I was like, nah, let me just get this guaranteed drop. Just let me hold on to it for a rainy day. And then plus the other Z power is pretty nice for me, in my own opinion, at the very least. I still think it's definitely it's definitely a lot more questionable because of all the other sparkings that are on the 1800 banners right now. But I was really fiending for that, for the LLZ power at the very least, right? I needed that to go ahead and save it up.
Yeah, there's definitely still value here. I can definitely see what ZVG's saying though. But yeah, I also did summon on it. I'm just sitting on the 600 Z power. I'm kind of contemplating if I want to put it into the blue boys or, just wait. I'm probably just going to end up waiting and seeing what's coming on these upcoming banners here shortly. And then if it's nothing that really appeals to me, then I'll probably just throw it in the blue boys. But I think it's still smart. I summoned on it. I'm just sitting on the Z power waiting to see what I'm going to do with it.
So of course you think it's smart because you did it. But I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I did it too, though. I did it too because I also like to always have one of those 600s in the bag or in the bank, just because, on those normal banners, you pull the unit 3 times, they're 4 stars. You can get them to 6 stars. You're done.
Yeah.
Yeah. One thing I wanna.
When you compare, the only thing that makes it tough is like, I just think when you look at these banners where you're getting triple Z power drops, it's like, oh, I pull 1 copy and I get 1800 Z power. So I think that kind of like decreases the value of the limit break banner a little bit, but still at the end of the day, I compare the limit break to super chrono crystals. And if you guys know, then super chrono crystals are like, I think $120. You get the 600 Z power and some other stuff, but it's basically $100 for the 600 Z power. So I kind of compare the limit break to that. So it's 3000 CC versus $100. So that's kind of where I figure out the value. But yeah, with these recent banners with the triple Z power, it makes it a little bit harder to decide.
One thing I wanna say, and I think this might be only I have this opinion, but I feel like you should use the LFZ power on any LF or any unit. Any LF, right, that's currently on the 1800 Z power banners. I feel like that's a waste because these banners go on until like next year, right? So who knows? You might want to summon on the banner again. You might want to, go back in, and then you end up pulling that LF, and then you get the 1800 Z power. So I feel like if you are going to summon on the limit banner, save the Z power for an LF that's probably not on these banners currently, because I feel like if you use it on an LF that's on these banners, it's a waste in my opinion.
Unless you use it after the banners go away. But yeah, I agree 100%.
Okay, that's fine. But while the banners are live, I feel like you should definitely not use LZ power on any LF that's currently on these banners, because you never know when they're going to go back in, You never know.
Yeah, I agree.
That's true. But we don't know for sure if the new banner is going to give us the same Z power.
We
If
will
it
know
doesn't, I'm
soon.
just going back in on trunks. Like, I'm just going back in on trunks.
Because
feel like-
we are very unsure, and we don't know if it's going to be one whole banner or two banners.
I feel like they really shot themselves in the foot with these 800 Z power banners because I feel like,
Dude, everyone is going to ban
really-
that they want that on every banner now.
yeah, it really feels like, okay, so most of the lists are on the banners are lists that came out this year. So you can honestly look at it like, okay, so why does someone on those banners, throughout the year when we have this banner right here, which is basically, getting 3 times the drops, 3 times the rate. It's like,
Three times the worth of summoning.
yeah, it's like, it's gonna be really tough for me to go and summon on a regular 600 Z power banner again to get a 2-star LF. Like I don't feel like I want to go through that again anymore.
I feel like the heart is going to hurt a
Yeah.
lot once you
That's
get
just-
nothing from the other banners.
Yeah, that's something that I don't want to do, honestly. I feel they kind of shot themselves in the foot with this banner. Like it's too good to, to only
not
have
really
it be
if
once.
it's going to be permanent.
I had those games because they said it's only gonna be for the festival. So we'll have to see.
Yeah.
But if it's not permanent, bro, I'm not gonna save till next year. You know what I'm saying? Catch me next year, Bandai.
Next Legends Festival.
Yeah,
Where
when
we-
next year when
this time
Mega
5
Shield
times.
Mega Shield is payrolling you again.
No, but I feel like next year I'll have like 100, 200 KTC, so I'll be fine.
There's no way.
I'll be
ZVG,
fine.
you do not have. I'm sorry. And I don't want to be a hater here. You do not have the will to save until that long. I'm gonna be real honest with you, man.
Okay, I can
You're
say
gonna
okay, I
crash.
can save until anniversary. I can save until anniversary. Anything after that, I don't know about myself, but
Is
I can
that a
definitely
bet?
save.
Is that a bet?
From January to anniversary, I can definitely save. I can
Is that a
definitely save.
wager? We heard it here first on the podcast, people. ZVG not summoning on any banner until the anniversary.
As the in about that life. As the in about
I
that
definitely am not. I summon on literally every banner every new character that comes out. I summon on, bro.
life. Nah. I could never do that, man. Honestly.
All right, so what are the stakes? What if you summon before ZVG?
That's for you guys to decide, not me. Why am I deciding? Why am I deciding my own punishment?
All right, Azdeek, you decided.
Okay, I'll say
Wait,
this:
you have
if
to
he
eat
makes
peanut
it,
butter.
if he makes
Listen,
it, I'll eat a
listen,
bread and
hold
mayo
on.
sandwich.
Yeah,
Hold on,
if he makes it,
hold
I'll
on, hold
also
on, hold
eat a
on.
bread and mayo sandwich.
You have to wait until
mayo.
these banners leave. Until the
I
the
don't
part
really
2
want to
banners
sacrifice
leave.
myself for that, but
You're in
Until
it.
the part 2 banners leave.
So what did you say, ZVG? From when the banners leave, that's when it
The
starts?
bet would have to start once the banners leave. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And if you lose, you have to eat 3 peanut butter sandwiches.
You, bro.
I heard you hate peanut butter.
I
Dude,
love the
I
way
hate peanut
ZVG
butter,
says
bro.
ill.
I hate peanut butter, man.
Yeah, see, but we have to eat this
nasty.
bread and mayo shit, so I think we're good.
And I hate mayo, bro. Like I
Bro,
I
really?
cannot stand
Dude,
mayo.
how do you hate mayo, man?
I don't like mayo.
I mean, it's
Ew,
just
bro.
like you say with the peanut butter.
Yeah, I love peanut butter.
Yeah,
Nah, bro.
same.
Peanut butter is just worse butter, man. Like just get regular butter.
No,
Truth be told, I have never tasted peanut butter.
peanut butter. Just get almond butter. Is that better?
What is that?
Oh
What is
my
that?
god.
Dude, almonds. Oh my, I hate almonds, man. Dude,
So you would-
almond milk is the worst thing I've ever tasted.
No,
bro.
it's
What?
not.
So
I
bad.
love
What are you
almond
even-
milk, dude.
Nah, bro. Almond
I
milk
need
is bad.
but I'm
dude.
lactose though. I'm lactose intolerant, bro. I need the.
I'm
almond milk.
lactose too, but I would rather drink regular milk. I would rather get sick than drink almond milk, bro. Honestly, like
Welcome
that's
to the
how bad it is.
5-9 Nut Podcast, or the Nutcast, as we like to talk it, to call it.
Yeah, look at traffic. I'm getting off topic here.
Really? How did you notice? 14-star peanut butter sandwich versus 12-star bread and mayo. All right, but
bread and
hey,
mayo
we have one more thing, and I'm gonna just get it back right to you, ZVG. We got
All right.
reveals and stuff coming up this
Yep.
Thursday. Yeah, not Tuesday as normal. So Thursday at 2 p.m. UTC, which means that's 3 p.m. in Central Europe. It's 9 a.m. Eastern. I think that's 8 a.m. for you, ZVG. What do you expect?
I expect. Okay, so I think we're all expecting the first Summon of the Ultra dropping. I really don't feel like they're gonna go through like too much like about any new events or anything like that. I feel like we're all just waiting for the new units. Now what I expect the units to be, I really think that it's probably gonna be Super Gogeta and LF Janemba. I would really love an Ultra Super Gogeta and LF Janemba. That'd be hype. I really don't want it to be another Broly movie because I feel like they've been pushing that way too much. I mean, last year we had Gogeta Blue and Broly. This year for Black Friday we had the Broly units again with the new Frieza, Goku and Vegeta, and the new Green Broly. So I feel like they should really dial it back a bit.
It's still a movie though.
Exactly, yeah, but it's a dude. I really feel like for the first time the Ultra, it has to be a fusion or MUI, and it's not gonna be MUI, so it has to be something that makes the most money for them. Has to be the first from the Ultra, so I could definitely see
Service
be
Kefla.
Super Gogeta or Vegito.
Fan service for who? Two people?
LF Janemba, or it could be Super
calm
Vegito
down.
and LF Buhan. That'd be pretty hype too, but. I feel like it's gonna be a fusion, and that is my prediction on what's coming for the reviews and stuff. But I feel like they're not gonna talk about events or anything like that. Just get to the units. Please make sure that you make it at 18 on the Z-Power banner. Please, thank you. We all want that because they said the entire celebration. So hopefully it's at 18 on the Z-Power banner too and stuff. So
That would be
that's
dope.
pretty much. Yeah, that'd be amazing, man.
That would definitely get a lot of people to drop a lot of dough.
Exactly.
Yeah, it definitely would. Not me though.
Because you don't have any dough.
I don't.
Just donuts.
I do have a lot of donuts.
Go ahead,
I'm
Battle.
sorry, Battle. Go ahead.
I mean, if they are only focusing on fusions, I mean, we have Super Gogeta, we have Kefla, base form Kefla we haven't gotten, transforming units from Vegito to Vegito Blue, many other stuff. But I kind of want the Master Roshi, Mafuba Master Roshi.
That would be
I would
sick,
love
dude.
that.
I was literally
I would love
talking
that.
about that the other day. That would be sick. And the cool part about a Mafuba Roshi is the fact that he would be USS, right? If it's from the TOP, he'd be USS, and then also with the leader slot, depending how good he is, you could just throw him on really almost any team, and depending how good he is, he would be viable. So I would love that, but I just need to see it. I don't care what color it is. I think red would be the best color, but I don't care what color it is. I just want to see an endurance unit for God Key.
Bro, Gaki's alive still? That's
Dude, they
crazy.
need an endurance unit. I swear. Like that's like the one.
Bro.
And I could be wrong about this, but I think if they get an endurance unit, they're gonna be a lot better.
You know Garki's down bad, but not even Goku and Vegeta could save them, bro. Like I feel like they need
And
that's how you
yeah.
know Garki's down bad.
You were constantly running into this dual God Key unit, never being ran on God Key.
Oh yeah. That pretty much sums it up, honestly.
Unless they Zenkai the Red Samasu.
Oh, right there. There's your endurance unit right there, Swift.
Yeah, and I've considered this before. I think he would be like maybe viable. It really depends what they give him in the kit, but I think one thing to consider about that unit is it's not just God Key, that's future as well. So that's
regen.
where you got to be. That's where you got to be careful because you give future another endurance unit, and I think it's I don't know might get a little crazy.
And they could use a good red unit too.
Oh my god.
Because CMZ squishy.
Bro, what about a green endurance unit for God Key? Like just kind of replace Vados completely.
I mean Varos is already replaced by
I was about to say, you mean
Zamasu and Goku Black.
replace
Zamasu and Goku
Gotopo.
Black. Gatopo is Gatopo is trash. The best green for Garki is Zamasu and Goku Black, bro. That's the best green because number one, they're insanely tanky, so they help out in the defense department. Number two, they also have the mini Vados thing where that they heal and also give support. So you're getting a way tankier Vados with a little bit worse support that does way more damage than Vados. So I feel like overall they're the best green for Gaki, and they also buff the team too. So they're incredibly good for Gaki. I don't know why people are running them on Gaki. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever why they're still running Vados in 2021, dude. Like, come on.
No,
man.
I really
the
was
time.
excited to try them on God Key, and I have not been able to pull a copy. It's so sad. Like I actually
Zamasu
wanted to
assist?
try them
on
on
God
God
Key and they work.
Yeah, the
No
Zamasu
way.
assist. I still haven't pulled them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've done
That's
I
crazy.
think I've done like 4 rotations on Trunks banner, and I have not pulled them.
That is insane.
That's a big yikaroo.
But I agree. I think they would be good on God Key. But dude, imagine like a green endurance unit or a red endurance unit. I just think that's really what God. This is kind of off topic, but I just think that is really what God Key needs is an endurance unit. Because as much as I love Clapku, Revival just isn't it these days. I mean, the only Revival that's like actually viable is Revival Gohan, and that's because his damage output is ridiculous and he nullifies endurance and stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, there's just so many anti-revival units running around. I think endurance. I think the community kind of knows at this point. I think endurance is kind of the more powerful option at this moment. So I would love to see an endurance unit for God Key.
What if they did something crazy and they just dropped 2 UI Gokus for part 2? They dropped one that's a revival one, that's like into just regular Ultra Instinct right after he comes out of the Spirit Bomb. After eating it, and then he has an ultra mastered Ultra Instinct. Just 2 different UI Gokus just like that just come out all at once, bro.
They be wasting. They lose so much money. Honestly, they did that.
I think they
lose so much
wasting
money.
potential
Yeah.
future releases.
Yeah, they be wasting so much money. They did that. Honestly,
I'm not saying it wouldn't be
then-
cool though. That would be cool.
yeah, that'd be crazy. But at the same time, that'd be kind of whack to have something for both of them in the same celebration. While we have, that'd be whack. Honestly, that'd be whack. Okay.
Oh my god, bro, that'd be nuts for God Key though. Honestly,
Yeah. Well, what I wanted was Master Roshi.
Not Key.
At least.
Yeah, Master Roshi would be cool because he also doesn't have a sparking in the game yet.
No.
Exactly.
we need
Same
the
with Tien.
I was
battle.
about to say, justice for Tien.
We need the
Bro,
bug that knocked off Piccolo.
people
bro.
were people were telling me that people were telling me that a revival Tien when Chaozu blows up wouldn't be hype. Like I'd be hype for that, bro. No cap.
Yeah, but would it be really a New Year's hype?
No.
Well,
Nah.
probably all stars, to be honest.
I mean, it could be more of an all-star
Yeah,
unit.
I could see that being all stars.
Or honestly, what if we get Go Frieza? If they are going to be doing something like this, like, because I know Dokkan already has their Go Frieza, right? The Goku Frieza unit. And
Yeah.
what if they drop another tag unit on us, right? Because that I don't think they. I mean, yes, an Ultra would be hype, but I feel like Goku Vegeta are already like at the pinnacle. They're already at the top. They've already surpassed all my expectations. I thought when they first showed Goku and Vegeta, I thought they were the first summonable Ultra. That's how hyped they were.
Same.
Yeah, dude.
So-
I'm telling like. Sorry, Azdeek. Sorry.
No, go
My
ahead.
bad. Dude, like the end, dude, like just okay. So just think about how good Goku and Vegeta look in game, bro. Can you imagine how sexy, how pristine, how premium the Ultra is about to look, bro? Like I'm talking like jaw-dropping, orgasmic animations across the board, bro. Like
They
just them
better
standing
not
still,
be
just
the
them
same.
standing still would make you just, when you see
They
them,
better
bro,
not
like,
be the same
honestly.
as the free-to-play Ultras.
That's it, bro.
Bruh.
There's a 100% chance that they're not gonna be the same, honestly.
Clip it, guys. Clip it.
Yeah,
Yeah, clip it, bro. Clip it.
we had him here, Paul.
Don't worry. ZVG has the insider knowledge. He has confirmed that we will not be disappointed.
Bro, well, if you guys remember, ZVG, and I'm not even kidding, I thought about this the other day. This blew my mind. ZVG, like a week before we got these new units for Black Friday, I remember there was a question on the podcast that said, what units do you guys want to see for Black Friday? And ZVG literally said a Goku Vegeta unit and a Zamasu assist unit with Goku Black.
Bro,
Like,
I'm
he literally
telling you, bro.
said
Dude,
that.
I'm telling you, I got it, bro. I got a picture. I'm a psychic, man. I'm a psychic.
You're psycho.
But yeah, dude. I mean,
different.
to be like, this Amasu one was kind of obvious since Dokkan has it, but the Goku and Vegeta, I did not expect that. That was like, hopefully just throw it out there. But seeing them, like, yeah, they're hype, bro. They're hype.
Yep.
No, you're hype.
I know, right?
It's going to be hard
All
for
of the hype.
part 2 to be better.
Yeah,
than
I
part
wonder
1.
how they are going to top this. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
They're just gonna have the voice actor of Vegeta be like, I am the hype, but from TFS.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what do you guys think? Because I also heard a lot of complaints as to the amount of things to do for veteran players being very low. What do you think this anniversary would have to do to be, or the second part would have to also give you in terms of things outside the banners to be very hype? and to make you
New
excited.
Events that everyone can grind. Thank you very much. Because sure, they have revamped almost all the events. Sure, for new players, that is good. But for veterans, you literally have nothing to do.
So I have an idea. And I definitely agree with what Battle said. It's not like I disagree with that. I think that's, the more events, the better. The more stuff for people to grind, I think that's good. But I always come back to the fact that PvP keeps this game alive, and the fact that there is people that play PvE and they love, just, going through events and grinding the CC. Even myself, I do that sometimes, but, I do think, at the end of the day, PvP is really what keeps this game alive. And I think, I would love to see more in-depth PvP, like rewards and more in-depth PvP missions, meaning like, so right now, if you go to your missions, you have at least one, maybe two different tabs where you have like all these different things to do in PvP, kill, KO however many people, however many times, blah, 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 stuff like that. I would love to see more in-depth missions for PvP to actually encourage people to even play even more than they do now. And
use
that
different
would
teams.
Also, yeah, that possibly. And then that would also bring more rewards as well. Throw some CC in there, throw, a 500 CC, 600 CC, something where you just have to play PvP and you got to do certain things and you get more rewards that way. I would love to see that. But just in general, I think more PvP rewards would be good. And they have been getting, slightly better about that. I've been noticing. I think I've been kind of stacking up more CC here and there from PvP, but it hasn't really changed too much. So I would love to see more PvP stuff and more stuff involved with PvP, rewards, missions, all that type stuff. I would love to see that.
Yeah, same. But I do also want to see the old equipments to come back, because literally even in the shops, they do not exist. They only exist on old events that it's not anymore.
Well, I think every equipment in the game should be available at all times.
Yeah,
I've never been a fan
yes.
of the fact where they release an equipment and then they take it away like a month later. I think
Yes.
you should have access to grind any equipment you want. I don't think there should be restrictions on equipment.
Facts, Swift. Thank you, man. That's one of the dumbest things ever, bro. Because they're like, oh, wow, it's super awesome with this unit. Oh, I can't get it. Well, I got to wait till whenever the hell this event comes back.
Right.
That's how it is.
Yeah, like the Namek Goku Plat equip.
Yeah, that was so
the-
weird. That was so
the,
strange.
The Omega Shenron event where you have to literally get the equipment for GT that gives pure blast damage. You cannot farm that anyone else.
Yeah, I think I know what one you're talking about. And then even the Turles equip, luckily it just came back. The Turles Plat
Yeah.
equip, it like just came back and I was
Dude,
able to grind
yeah.
it. But I remember a couple weeks ago, everybody was telling me to use the Turles equip. I'm like, I don't have it.
Yeah, but use it.
So I got so bothered by that Super Warrior Awaken equipment for Chaozu came back, but not the normal equipment to actually able to farm it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. By the way, in terms of what I would love to come back for for the second part, do you guys remember 10 years ago in that warm summer where we got Challenge Rush?
Oh my God.
That was a long time ago.
That was. Dude,
It's
you
been
hit me with
84
nostalgia.
years.
Wasn't that on the first or before the first, Danny?
I don't know. It's been so long ago, dude.
Yeah, it was such a long. I wouldn't mind that at all.
I mean, that was at least challenging, but the reward you got from that was.
Wait, I'm
pretty
having
good.
a brain fart. What was the challenge rush?
Were those incredibly hard PvE fights where you had to beat them in like a certain amount of timers or with a certain
With certain
teams?
characters.
I mean, it's kind of like now,
Oh,
but
yeah.
those were like bosses. Like you
Yeah.
could not kill them.
Wait, was that
I
the
mean-
one where Frieza was a boss?
yeah.
Okay.
Frieza,
yeah.
Hit,
Or am I thinking of something
many
else?
other things.
But I
Wait,
think
the
you might be thinking of the Rising Battle or whatever it was, where you had to have Namek Goku or you were pretty much screwed against
Yeah,
full power
yeah.
Frieza.
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about the Golden Frieza and stuff.
I mean,
the-
the Challenge Rush, they also had hit and yeah. I remember
exactly.
there
That
was,
was what
I think they also had like a Hercule stage where you had to do X amount of damage with the Rising Rush.
Yeah,
Like
that's when
80
you
million?
used, my Bardock and Gogeta.
Yeah, exactly. And it's basically my Bardock and any good Super Saiyan, yeah.
And I will say the
If
cool
I
thing
remember
about that is
correctly.
it brings some strategizing to PvE. It's not like, every other PvE event where you can just bring whoever the hell you want. You could bring 6 hero units and most likely you'll be fine. But something like that, you actually have to kind of strategize, what team you're going to build. It makes people, let me go to YouTube and look up videos and see what I got to do to beat this. I think that's not a bad thing. I'd be a fan of that.
That was a glorious time back in the day when you had to go on YouTube videos and find out how to beat events. But all that changed the moment that they added boost units to events. All strategy died.
Yeah,
I don't think we're ever gonna get it back. Honestly.
I mean, I remember Legends OP and I would always compete. Like, I would wake up right on reset to make the first guide, like how to beat this event with no boost units, and then whoever uploaded it first would get the views.
Yeah, back in the day, man. That was.
And we would always
dope.
just like text back and forth on like WhatsApp. It's like, are you done yet? Are you done yet? And I'm like, I need to be faster than you.
That was dope. Dude.
You know what? It's about challenging times.
Yeah, it was fun.
Very challenging.
Alrighty, guys. I would say we're going to cut it off here. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll see you back in 3 minutes with questions from chat. As always, donations will take precedence or priority, but we will try and answer as many as we can. So stick around, go get yourself a drink, get a quick break. We'll see you back here in 3. Alrighty, we're back right on the dot, and I'm going to hand it over to Swift, who's going to pick your questions from chat. Let's go.
All right, so let's see what we got here. Polarizer asks, what if they have a transforming Ultra Instinct Goku with an Awakened card for his first main and a Supreme Damage alt on his second main? I mean, well, so how many units have the Supreme Damage multiplier right now? Isn't there only like, I think maybe 4 or 5 at this point? Something like that?
I think every LF post VB has it.
Okay. So yeah, that would make sense if they had the Supreme, but Ultra Instinct Goku. Yeah, I'm assuming, I actually have a feeling whenever we do get MUI, he probably will be the first summonable, or maybe not the first summonable Ultra, but he probably will be a summonable Ultra. Anything you guys think about that? That wasn't really much of a question. That was a bad one to pick.
I mean, it's possible, but I mean, it would also be the first transforming unit that has like an awakened cards to transform and then an ult, right? Because the only other unit that even transforms with the awakened cards is Bojack.
Yeah.
So it would be a slightly new take.
Yeah.
Could be good. I mean, it also depends on what else he has. Is he going to have the Vanish Gates again, like the evade thingy from, UI Goku? Is he going to have something completely different? Is he going to be maybe a time transformation even because of the heat exertion, blah, 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 where he then detransforms at one point? Could also be.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, Sammy has a good question here. With the introduction of the swap mechanic that we have with GV and how good they are, do you think that the next swap unit will be tuned down, like with what happened when Revival Cell got released?
Yeah, for sure.
Because, and this is something I brought up recently, is the fact that, so Goku Vegeta is like, this was the first unit of its kind. We've never seen a unit that can, switch like this. And I'm sure that they're going to drop future units that also have a switch mechanic. I just don't know if it's going to be based around, element factor, how the blue boys are right now. Maybe they designate other buffs for switching. Maybe, you heal 10% every time you switch, or you get damage buffs and stuff like that. But yeah, what do you guys think about that?
I mean, yeah, obviously it's going to be more in the future. Probably going to be the same as Goku and Vegeta, but they probably are going to nerf that with different kinds. Like, there are many versions I can think of that can be a good tag unit. Like Goku and Piccolo versus Raditz, or...
I mean, the first reason why they're going to not be as good as this unit is because they're not going to be Legends Festival units, first and foremost.
Sure.
Right? Because Legends Festival units, they're supposed to be like the most hype or most unique units of the year, even more so than the anniversary. So I think that they're always going to save those units for, the special occasions, and or like right after the anniversary. Revival go on.
Yeah.
So I think that, just because of that, they will already have like either less mechanics or like worse stats or some, stipulations that makes it harder to swap. Maybe, you know, it doesn't have to be like 5 cards. Maybe it's, I don't know, charge 1 million key. Okay, but charge like 200 key and only then you can swap, something like this. You know, who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think we probably will be seeing future units that have the switch mechanic, but I agree with Palms on this one. The fact that it's going to be tough to be better than Goku Vegeta, especially because switching element factor is so good. And I just realized, I think Sammy had a 2-part question here. He brought up the fact that we got Revival Cell, and then recently after Revival Cell came out, they started dropping all these anti-revival units. And I was going to ask you guys, do you think they'll ever have anti-switch mechanics?
Well, we kind of already have that, in a way, somewhat, right? I think that's what Zamasu assist unit was supposed to kind of like do to counter them a little bit. He doesn't make it so you can't switch, but he locks the main ability, right? So it's not necessarily directly towards the switch tag overall, but the Goku Vegeta unit, their switch is tied to their main ability essentially, right?
No,
So
from what I heard, it's not.
no,
So
they can still
they
swap.
can still switch. They can still switch.
Even when
what? Their switch is not a main ability. It's a new kind of thing.
So that's what we need then. We need someone that can just do it. Like, I think it should count as a main ability, and I think they should be able to like stop them from switching.
Yeah.
Well, 'cause
I
you
think
look at-
the only
That's
thing
crazy.
you can do against it is like locking them in with the right color advantage. Like if Vegeta is out on the field, you could lock him in with Fat Boo and then rush him or something like this, but still it's situational.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. And you look at some of these units that have anti-revival, you look at their kit and it's, you know, gains 4 Dragon Balls when you trigger revival, or reduce enemy Dragon Balls when you trigger revival. So maybe in the future they have something about, and this is only if we get more switch units, because right now we only have 1 switch unit. So I don't think it's going to come anytime soon. But if we end up with more switch units in the future, kind of like how revival started off with Revival Cell, and then we slowly got more and more revival units. If we get more switch units, you know, there's a possibility they start dropping units like, you know, with something in their kit, like, you know, every time the enemy switches, you know, this happens, or, you know, reduce enemy Dragon Balls by 1 every time they switch, or reduce enemy ki by 50 every time they switch, or something like that. So
Yeah.
I think it is a possibility, but we're not going to see stuff like that until we get more switch units in general.
Randomly destroy 6 cards when the enemy switches.
Yep. 6, yeah, dude. And reduce
Okay,
card
I also
draw
think
speed.
that Swift is going to get his clap coup switching into hit, something like that.
UN asked, do you prefer this meta over the Vegito Blue meta?
No. Never. No. No, this is the worst meta to live in, I think. This or hybrids.
You're saying this
hybrid
meta
meta.
is worse than Vegito Blue, or you're saying Vegito
Yes,
Blue is worse than
it's
this?
worse. It's
Okay.
hands
I
down,
mean-
it's worse.
Yeah, this meta is worse than Vegeta Blue, but I feel like the hybrid meta was more worse. I didn't like to get 2 carded. Like,
Yeah,
with
but
the
now
blast
you get
arts.
1 carded by Vegeta's blue.
Yeah,
No,
It's
I
like,
don't.
I
oh,
get
you have a
one shot.
yellow? You didn't.
Even though if I didn't have a yellow, I didn't get 2 carded by 2 blast. Just ask Tom. He 2 blasted me.
Shots fired.
That's a feel pain. I was like, bruh, I don't want to face this.
Yeah, and for me, I think this is the worst meta, right? Because for hybrids, I don't know. I feel like I kind of was able to play around hybrids a little bit. Yeah, I know FSK was definitely a different story, especially when he was LMS. But for this one, if I get caught like in one mistake by the Blue Boys, like I literally had a game where I got the Blue Boys down to like literally like 1 card away. Like I was just like 1 card away from killing them. They were able to get priority. They got a rush off. They swapped in a million times. They got a priority, and then I had 2 characters. Before I knew it, 2 characters were dead, and they were back at full HP. He didn't have to swap out a single time. You can easily go ahead and say skill issue. Yeah, maybe it was, but it was just it's annoying. Like it's very like demoralizing to see that. It's just like, damn, bro. Like you really just mowing through my yellow units like this. All right.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. I had a good question and then I lost it.
There's one. Just the last one.
Oh, go ahead and read it. Go ahead and read it. I'm like
So
scrolling.
Polarizer is asking, so what if the Zenkai Yellow Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, do you think he could be good, especially with the potential for a Fusion Ultra? Imagine a viable health buffer.
Yeah, I think they always kind of like tread carefully when it comes to health buffers. I always feel like they don't want to make them too good, right? Because then you have You only have a couple that are actually really good, right? Like Bergamo's the only one that really comes to mind.
Goku.
Oh yeah, Gokua. Yeah, you're 100% correct.
Yajirobe.
Yajirobe, yeah. Yeah, those two EX units are actually pretty good when it comes to that. But Zenkai Yellow Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks would be kind of... Because he was so annoying when he came out, bro. Like, he would just feint everyone, right? Like, he was just hitting feint after feint. Like, it was almost like a guaranteed feint. Like, I don't know if it was ever confirmed as a bug or not that he got that.
Yeah, it was confirmed. It was a bug when it first came out.
Yeah, they
but-
doubled the chances, which is why he always fainted. I think you had like 150% chance if 3 people are alive, pretty much. So, you know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people will
Also,
be upset
it was
to get
the
back into the
only
meta.
ranged ult.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
also about to say, which is
Oh my
never came
God.
back.
Yeah, so I
Like,
don't know,
the
man.
only other thing you have is the Awakened Arts cards from Bojack that is also ranged, but it's not technically an ult.
And it can't feint you, at the very least. Imagine how if they actually made him really good, and then he's also getting like this feint, this long range feint. You know, it probably would be very annoying to go up against. Maybe they do need that though. I don't know. Maybe Fusions actually does need that, but it would be very annoying to go up against.
Yeah, and speaking of annoying, Scott asked, what do you think about an AoE ultimate?
An AoE ult. Oh my God.
Oh,
bro.
sorry, Pomps.
Oh my
Sorry,
god.
sorry.
I saw that message. I saw that like a second too late. But yeah, what do you guys think
Good
about an
timing.
AoE ultimate?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
No comment.
How about we don't make that?
Yeah,
That would be
please
annoying.
don't. Please don't.
It's like you literally don't have a counter against it unless you back out or tap him in time.
That'd be.
It has to be a long time thing. It cannot be a quick time.
This would be a long animation for sure.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't want it to do a lot of damage because I feel like that's just like a free ultimate. Like, what if you get caught up in a sidestep, or you get caught up while you're using a strike card? You have no way out of that ultimate, right? They pull the ultimate, and then you're already in that AOE. You're in that vicinity. You're just gonna get hit by it. Like
Honestly,
you
I
can't do
think
nothing.
it should work like the green cards. Then, if you're early enough, then you're just shit out of luck with the ult. You know, if you're already kind of in there with the strike card and he pops it too late, you still get the strike off. Same as the tackle, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, here's this one actually kind of just got me thinking. Almay3335 asks, if they release MUI Goku for second part, what cover change will he get other than Strike and Blast? And I actually just started thinking, like, what if they drop... So you guys remember, obviously, Purple Bojack, where he had a cover change against, like, anything. I don't know if I want to see that. But what if they dropped... And it doesn't have to necessarily be MUI, although MUI would make sense. But, you know, maybe they have a Strike and Blast, and then maybe, you know, they have the option where they can come in for a cover change against a blue card. Maybe it's like limited to 1 or 2 times, because I think if that was infinite times, it'd probably be too busted. But maybe, you know, they get like 1 or 2 times they can come in and just stop a blue card. What do you guys think about that?
That's what Super 17 kind of does, right? He kind of just.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I
Yeah.
use him for.
Yeah, he just doesn't chain anything, and he only gets he doesn't get the melee blue cards. But also, for example, on TOP, I think Extreme Rildo already covers blue cards.
Oh yeah, that is true. It's such a
So
weird
I feel
mechanic
like-
that he has.
You know, I feel like that could be... I feel like if it doesn't chain into anything, it could be infinite, because then it would just change people's playstyles to try and time the blue cards on a sidestep or on a blast card of your opponent.
Master Roshi's Mafuba that changed the blue card into the thing.
Into the thing. I like the thing.
The thing.
I agree with that, though. If you can start a combo with it, then there probably should be a limit. But yeah, if it doesn't chain into anything, then I don't see a problem with it. Like you said, Super 17 already does that, so I wouldn't see a problem with that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that at all.
I mean, Super 17, if we're talking about the EX unit as well, Android 20 and Dr. Giro.
Yeah, I always forget that they can actually do that. When I'm fighting them, like in a PvE event, I'm like, this dude really just ate my blast.
Yep.
Oh, they could be a tag unit. That would be
Title of your...
Oh, okay.
So I think we got time for one more question. Blue God asks, "What do you guys want for Shallot's kit when his blue transformation comes?" And I'll quickly answer this myself. So I obviously love God Key. I would love to see Shallot get his blue transformation, and I don't know if they're gonna do this, but I would love, and I've already kind of touched on this, but I would love to see Shallot pick up endurance, because not only would he have endurance, but Shallot is obviously type neutral to everybody, so you never have to worry about type disadvantage. And I just think, I don't know if they would do it, but I think it would be really cool if they gave Shallot like endurance on, you know, I don't know how it would work, because obviously you start off in base form and then you have to transform to blue and stuff like that. So I don't know how like the ins and outs of it would specifically work, but I would love to see endurance on Shallot.
That would be nuts if he actually did. They buffed him up so much that he got endurance on it, dude. For me, honestly, I would say scrap blue. Scrap the whole blue transformation. I know he's already on the path to it, and it's not likely that this is going to happen, but I've always said this, give us a choice. Like, make us make a choice and tell it, like, do we want to continue down the path of God? Or do we want to return to Monkey, dude? To go Super Saiyan 4, you know, give them a choice. You'll have, dude, I feel like that'd be such a sick event. Like, I feel like the community would love that. You would have half the players like running Super Saiyan Blue Shallot, half the players running Super Saiyan 4 Shallot. You get to pick and choose right there. You know, honestly, I would love that, man, so much.
I agree. I think that would be really hype just for the entire community in general. I think that'd be a very good thing.
Yeah. I feel like getting endurance should be fitting for Shallot. For so many times he got beating in the entire story. They should be able to get that endurance. He's like, I can do this all day.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Like, he just keeps getting back up, bro. Like, he might as well just have it. He has it built into him already.
Yeah, should have it.
And like I said, it's kind of what God Key needs. So just if you're only looking at God Key, I think an endurance would be cool on Shallot. But obviously, he's also Saiyan as well and stuff like that. So you got to be careful what you give him. But
I mean, now with the leader slot, he's everything.
Yeah, exactly.
If he's Super Saiyan, what happened if he's Super Saiyan Blue, but it doesn't really change just not only the blue card, but you can change his green card as well.
Oof. Kid Boo.
That'd be cool, but they'd have to be careful about what green cards they have to be teachable.
Yeah, exactly.
But that would be cool.
It could be a great potential.
Yeah.
Like he can have a Majube's green card.
Oh, please no. God, no.
No, Kid Boo's green card, dude. Also, imagine, because you don't know what green card he has, and then you just see a power up, and all of a sudden he has his vanish back.
Exactly. It's going to be interesting. There are so many green cards I have in mind that could really.
All right, that's a whole video in itself. Let's not waste this opportunity.
Sadness.
Best green cards, top 10 best green cards. Let's go. All right. So I think we can wrap it up here. As always, this podcast is going to go live on YouTube if you're on Twitch in about 24 and a half hours from now. So if you want to rewatch it or missed parts of it, go ahead and check that out. Follow us over on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, LinkedIn. I'm kidding. I was about to write Linktree, but I wrote Trinkly. Nice. So the Linktree is in the chat. It will be in the description on YouTube. We will be back next week with what is hopefully going to be a hype episode 65, which is also going to be the last podcast of this year. So yeah, we hope you have a great week. We're going to raid off. We're going to see you next week. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, all the good stuff. Follow our creators on their Twitch and YouTube channels. Check out their Twitter. It's going to be all in the description. And we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
Later
Guys.